Whoops. Making a video today. It's been about probably a week or so. Just to give an update and talk a little bit about plans coming up and what has happened with his company where so miles, when you become a driver, it's either feast or famine. You have a whole lot of miles and you're begging to take a break, or you have very few miles and you're stuck with loads way longer than you should be. We're kind of in that stuck with way more time on loads. So that decreases your miles, decreases your pay. Companies are aware that their drivers are sitting, and if the wheels aren't turning, nobody's making money. You're not, the company's not. So maybe it's due to the weather that happened all in Florida. Things get a little sideways with things like that, emergencies like that. Hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding, snow during the winter, snowed in, can cause all kind of disruptions in freight along with holidays. Well, we're not celebrating any holidays right now, so it's either weather. The economy is huge in this, so think about that when you're becoming a truck driver, that you're going to, even if you're an independent, I mean, you can take lesser loads. If you're an independent, you can take loads that pay less than what you need just to keep you moving. You can broker it that way. I don't know if you lose, sometimes you lose money on loads if you're an independent, so you have to kind of be careful about what you choose. But as far as companies go, if your dispatch and your trip planning doesn't have what they need to get you rolling, they will sit you and leave you under this load. We've been under this same load for 4 days. Now it's an only 800-mile run, but we've been 4 days under this load. So it's discouraging. Thank goodness Mark and I can cohabitate in the truck together. It doesn't bother us to go for hours and hours in a couple of days. We did it for so many years. But if you have a home near here, you could have probably went home if you have a place to park your truck. So to some drivers who have amenities, it works out okay sometimes to go by your house and such, but we don't have that right now, so we're kind of stuck here at the yard with very few amenities. But I do have groceries, so I've been able to feed us, and we have a full cooler of drinks, so we're fine. It's just this dead time. We kind of call it like dead time. Anyways, we delivered today at 6 o'clock and 1800, so that's 6 p.m. We don't have anything after that. So we're going to hang on to our empties, because apparently there's an empty trailer shortage. A lot of shippers don't want you to bobtail in because you don't have a trailer. You have to have a trailer if they're going to load it. If it's preloaded, they like you to bring an empty and leave the empty and take the preloaded, because that's kind of how it works. You one for one. You pick up a trailer, you drop a trailer, you drop a trailer, you pick up a trailer. It's kind of like that. So bobtailing, where it's just the tractor and you're going in, taking that loaded trailer, then there's nothing else for them to load. You've taken that without leaving them something they can go ahead and load again. Long story short, we are short empty trailers here at the yard. So we're going to take the loaded one we have and keep it, because if we come back to the yard, we have to kind of give it up, and we don't really want to do that because there's such a shortage of them. There's probably a ton of them in Georgia somewhere, or at, I don't know, at a shipper that we're not aware of. There's probably at a Walmart somewhere. There's probably a lot of empty trailers, but not locally, not here in Irving. So Mark got some homework done that the company sent him, and he's been in several times to talk to him. We got our insurance. This is the time of year that you have to redo your insurance, like your health insurance and stuff like that, and your life insurance. They give you X amount of time, like October to December or October to November, to get that done. You have to call them or do it online. There's different ways to do it. Mark just made a phone call, talked to him personally, and got it done. But if you're brand new and you don't do it, you can lose out on that window, and you're going a whole year then, unless there's a significant change in your life. You're going without that for a whole year. So I encourage drivers who are in the open enrollment time to get your insurance done. It's very important. We have health insurance, vision, teeth, life, and the life insurance is really important because Mark and I are on the truck now so much together again, like when we teamed. The odds of something bad happening, I don't wish it on anybody, and I'm certainly not wishing it on us, but reality-wise, the odds of something happening to both of us at the same time have significantly increased now that I'm on the truck. Four-wheeler accidents where you hit a regular passenger car, well, of course that's bad. However, being a big truck, we're usually to the advantage on that one. The four-wheelers do not come out of it very well most of the time. But if another big truck hits a big truck, then you can have a massive problem with that. So Mark's a very safe driver. He's been driving how many years now? 29 years. And accidents, I can't even think back. We did get our million miles safe with Schneider. I have the pictures on my community page. We've each got our million miles safe. He's a very cautious driver, but you can't control other people driving. So the risk is always out there when you spend almost 99.9% of your time on the road. Hang now. Get my clippers. So anyways, long story short, we took care of that. So I just want to mention to you as drivers, if your company is offering that, then to please take advantage of that. I'm getting a hangout. Please take advantage of that. Don't let that slip by. Now, had he not called because we were already enrolled, I believe the protocol is to leave everything the same. So you can't make any changes, but they would leave it if you don't do the open enrollment, then you don't make, I think it all stays the same as it was the year before. And I'm sure there's an increase. There's an increase every year. So for what we have, we pay $180 a week, not a month, a week. Health insurance for both of us, pretty decent, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Life insurance policies, vision and teeth, but that's $180 a week. And if you don't make enough the week that you're in, then the next week they take out what you still owed plus whatever that week is. So it can get pretty nasty if you're out of work for 3 or 4 weeks. They won't cancel your insurance on you, but they will bill you and they will take it back out at the next available time. So health insurance is important. It's expensive, but it's if your company offers it, I encourage you, because it would be way more expensive for you to get it outside of your company. It could be $400 a week if the company didn't subsidize and pay part of that for him. So anyway, open enrollment starts, so please take advantage of that. We are in a downturn of the economy and of freight right now, but like I mentioned earlier, we're not too sure exactly on what the reasons are. It could be something we actually don't even know, but the company won't mention it right now. So his company is down to 85 drivers, and the freight is just, there's other drivers here in the yard. A couple of them now have left because you kind of go as when you arrive to when you get a load, a lot of times they'll go with the people who've been here, sitting here the longest first. Then you kind of go in succession like that. But we do have a load, and we do deliver at 6, and then Lord only knows what we're gonna do after that. But anyway, we're fine. We've gotten a few things taken care of today, and we cleaned the truck. I cleaned the truck yesterday. Mark helped me. He cleaned, because keeping a clean truck is another thing that, keeping your dashboard clean. If you go through scales, weigh stations, and you have a lot of crap in your on your dash, candy wrappers, paper towel trash, I don't know, empty soda bottles and stuff like that. People will put those on their dash. It's insane what some of these drivers do. A lot of times they'll probably flag you when you're coming through and you go through the weigh station that they want to take a look at your logs, because if you're going to leave your truck like that, chances are your logs don't look that good either. So they're going to want to look at all of that. They might. It's just a way that I think if they see it clean, in the outside of your truck, if it is just dirty, filthy, nasty, they look at that too, believe it or not. So I'm thinking if you keep a clean truck on the inside, you keep a clean truck fairly clean on the outside, it's better for you all the way around. But inside, we really needed to clean, because 2 people living in this little bit of an area, and I do quite a bit of cooking, it gets nasty very quick. You would be surprised. You'd be surprised. So, you're traipsing in and out with your shoes and all kinds of stuff. And so, and I make popcorn and drop a popcorn kernel on the ground, but I'm picking it up. So, you just do your best. And anyway, we did that yesterday. We Mark cleaned out the Suburban a little bit, which helps. So this has ran into 12 minutes, but I could just go on talking about all kinds of things. But all I wanted to cover today was insurance. This is open enrollment time. It is with all the companies pretty much. So you're in the open enrollment phase. Please look into that. The insurance is really important. Sometimes they send homework. This is the quarter, they're going to send you homework to do on your phone mostly, or we have a laptop, you could have done it there. They usually pay you a little bit stipend for that if you get the homework done. A lot of times if you don't get the homework done, they'll shut you down. So they want that done because DOT looks at every company and all of the safety stuff that they send out. The homework is safety. It's all about safety. We have the winter months coming up, so they're going to talk about not falling, not slipping. They're going to talk about getting in and out of the truck correctly, 3-point of contact all the time. They're going to talk to you about who to call in case there's an emergency. They're going to talk to you about taking care of yourself, trying not to get run down, get sick. But mainly it's going to be due to pretty much weather, and sometimes if there's a problem with the safety they've had in the past, they're going to go over that again and again to make sure you are keeping that first and foremost. Mostly it's slip and falls. A lot of it getting in and out of the truck, or unhooking and hooking, being careful when you're connecting to the trailer. We call it coupling. So when you're coupling and stuff like that, they're going to go over that. But anyway, guys, so insurance, if you have any homework that your company sent, be sure and pay attention to that. The winter months are coming up, so be safe out there for that. And if you were in the hurricane, my thoughts and prayers go out to you as well. Anyway, we're going to deliver this, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be back with something. It just has been hit and miss lately, and we've been sleeping odd hours, so I don't like to video while he's sleeping. But we're both awake today, obviously. Anyway, be safe out there. If I think of something else, I'll be back. But for now, just take it easy, and hopefully you're running the way you like, or having a good day wherever you are.